If you read books, you should write in them. Personal opinion, but let me explain why. In school, you might have had to write in books to prove that you had read a book, although we all know you could absolutely have just underlined a bunch of random stuff and no one would have known. Maybe you're doing that right now. But it's a lot of work. Highlighters, sticky notes, different colored pens, and you have to leave comments in the margins, and maybe that ruined it for you. And now you're thinking, I don't want to annotate, I just want to read. And that used to be me. But then I started a really simple, really quick, really easy way to annotate, and not only did it not slow me down or interfere with my enjoyment, it actually added to my enjoyment, and it didn't take me any extra time at all. And you might be dead set against writing in books, and if it's not for you, that's totally okay. But if you'd like to give it a shot, here's how I think you can enhance your enjoyment of reading through annotation in 3 steps. Step 1, get a pen or pencil. I prefer pens, I like a Sharpie S-Gel. Step 2, when you're in the middle of a book and you read a passage and you're like, wow, that is really good. I'd like to remember that for later. You're gonna do one of these little squiggly brackets on the side. Now you might be thinking, why not underline? You can underline if you want, but I don't anymore almost ever because I'm really messy, and so half the time I end up accidentally crossing out the word, so I decided to just do the brackets. Plus I think the brackets look fun and make me feel smart. Also in this step, if you want, you can add like a little star next to the bracket, or sometimes I add 2 or 3 stars if something's really, really good, and then you're gonna move on. And step 3 is just whenever you get to the end of a chapter or the end of the book or anywhere that has a little bit of a blank page, if you find yourself having a thought at that point, write it down. Usually for me, this is no more than a sentence. This is not a paper. It's just so you remember what you were thinking at the time. If you do this, you'll get to the end of the book at about the same speed that you usually would. Plus, you'll be able to flip through the book later and see all of your favorite parts and things that stuck out to you easily and quickly. It's not rocket science, and I'm definitely not saying anything new, but maybe it's the encouragement you needed to actually start doing it. Now, if you are looking for a more detailed approach to remembering what you read and you want to go more in depth, I do have another longer video about that, and annotating is part of that video, but it's definitely not all of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.